How's it going, everyone? Day 12 of backtesting every day for 2025. In this episode, I'm going to be comparing two time frames with the same strategy on the Russell, the E-mini Russell futures market. And I just want to compare one strategy, a long strategy. It's going to be a 20 bar breakout. And I'm going to be comparing two different time frames. So if we go to the chart here, I got a 5-minute chart. I'm going to do the full range of 20,000 candles, long only. And let's see, you could see that the entry is when the price high is greater than the range 20 bars ago. Okay. And so this was a preset template in Trendspider. Take profit's going to be 2%, stop loss 1.5%. All right. And so if you could see here, the over 81 days analyze 5.5 net percent. Performance, 30 positions. So that's about less than a trade a day, which is pretty good. 50-50. Okay. 50-50% win rate. And you can see kind of how entry would look like. Simple price action, guys. It's here's the so I guess it took a win here. So when the last candle is 20 candle when the last candle is 20 oh sorry when the last candle breaks out of 20 bars, the high of 20 bars, then it will enter long, plain and simple. And then my stop loss is down 1.5% from entry price, so 1.5% of 22.46, and exit when price hits a 2% gain. So very, very simple, robust strategy. You'll see this kind of strategy in like the trend following um, turtle traders type of strategy. And so the downside of this one, we have limited data. We only did 81 days, and max drawdowns 11%. Right? We still at above a 1-to-1, 1.2 to 1. So let's compare these stats to a 4-hour chart. Say rather, like I have a good strategy that I'm interested in. What time frame works best, right? We don't know until we test it. So let's do the 4-hour and let's see what kind of stats do we have. Now we're gonna see more of a more data because we're testing longer. Look, 7.5 years. And look, we are 33% up after those 7 years. Very successful strategy. And that's trading about 8 trades a month. Simple 20 bar breakout long. And you can see how in the recent environment, the market has been choppy. And so we'll get these entries to go long, and then we get stopped out immediately because, it's playing in a range, and since we have just one entry criteria, it's such a simple, robust criteria. But we know that in these type of markets, what we're seeing in this chart right now, it's not going to perform well. We got 2 losses right here, and currently it's giving us a entry to go. It gave us an entry to go long a few days ago, and it's still holding. But like I said, this one is at a 46% win rate, which is not bad, but a max drawdown of 32%. Okay. So that's something to look forward. You're still outperforming the asset if you were to buy and hold anyway. So that's great. Your reward to risk goes up a little bit, 1.3% or 1.3 RR instead of 1.2. Max losing streak is 8 losses in a row. Okay. So that kind of puts things into mind of just, it's a simple, robust breakout. The whole, what is like, you got to ask yourself, what is the purpose of this strategy? Why would I want this type of strategy in my toolbox or arsenal? Where does it have its place in the portfolio? Those are just a few simple things you can ask yourself. Um, and I could go in depth, you know, later, but just want to keep it simple and short for you guys, on comparing two types of or two time frames with one strategy. What performs well? Of course, 4 years, you're holding it way longer compared to 5 minute. You can't day trade the 4 hour chart, obviously. So that's going to be a downside, and that's something you got to think about when you're approaching the market, right? With these different strategies, like, what's my trading schedule going to look like? When can I get at the charts to even, like, if I'm busy all the time and this particular 4 hour strategy only takes, you know, 8 trades a month, if I could just be in my chart once a week to go find this entry, it'll be the perfect one. If I want to be a day trader, you know, then this type of strategy, you're just waiting a long time for the entries, or even holding it. So that being said, that is day 11 of, oh no, day 12. But that being said, that's day 12 of backtesting every day for 2025. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks.